Good morning and welcome back to Lucore Automotive. Today we are going to be filming a little bit about the Bad Decision truck. As you can see in the opening clip, it ran. Sort of. Not well, but it does start. So, as you can see, we have Derek here working hard. He is currently doing some disassembly work. One of the things we noticed when we did fire this thing up was it is way over fueling itself. Pulling the initial spark plugs out that came in the vehicle were completely fouled out. They were as black as you could possibly get a set of spark plugs, which is not super uncommon when something is not tuned properly. It's just throwing as much fuel as it possibly can at it. Now, what we do also know is these injectors have been decapped, which means they essentially will just flow as much as they can flow. There's nothing that's containing the amount of flow. Well, also with the problem of that is the ECU needs to know how many cc's of an injector it is. So it needs to know what that max flow rate is. If it doesn't know what that is, it can't calculate backwards what it needs to do. Same thing with tuning is we can't tune that unless we know what that is. So part of what Derek is doing here is he is removing our decapped fuel injectors and we're going to have them flow tested and cleaned. Now, there is a local performance shop here in Columbus, On 3 Performance, and we are going to take all these injectors directly up to them, have them cleaned, sonic cleaned, and flow tested so we can see exactly what these injectors flow. Step one, are the injectors fine? If they're not fine, then move on. If they are fine and we can figure out how much they flow, then we can actually work on building a tune for this thing so it actually does run properly. Now, another thing we're going to be doing while we're going through this whole process is checking compression. At this point in time, we know almost nothing about this motor. It has pretty reasonably new head gaskets on it, we think, but otherwise we have no idea. So we are going to be checking compression on this thing to make sure that everything is healthy, because there's no point in throwing all this time and money and, all right, we're not going to throw money at it, but time and energy at this thing if it's already hurt. If it's already hurt, then we need to go a different direction with it. So we are going to be doing compression tests while we're doing all of this tear down as well. And then we should get the injectors back in a day or so, and I will run up to On 3 Performance with those injectors and get those things back. We'll go over a couple of things we've found, shall we? We've already tested 2 cylinders. Front is 205. Cylinder behind it is 203. So we're going to go ahead and test the next cylinder and see where we are. That one's 210. So far so good. We'll just keep on working our way backwards as we go. Pulling out injectors, pulling out spark plugs. This is one of the original spark plugs that came with the truck. Let me see if I can get that even into focus. There you go. That is what you would call a very, very fouled spark plug. Engines require 3 things: air, fuel, spark. If you don't have any spark, you don't have any fire.
Compression's right around 200 psi all the way across the board. Pretty happy with that. I did find 2 spark plug wires that were melted against the exhaust manifolds, so I built some custom wires to fit this and hopefully not contact and arc out, burn out to the exhaust manifolds. I did put the factory fuel injectors back into this so that we have something that we know what the fuel rate is, roughly, assuming they're not modified. But these are 21.8 pound injectors, so that's what I have this set up for. I did finally get it to fire up and run with these injectors. I'm going to put it outside because it's smoking pretty bad. I mean, it had 2 cylinders that had no fire in it. They're full of fuel. Actually, the fuel rail blew an injector out of it while I was testing it and blew fuel all over the floor. So I'm gonna push this thing outside, grab a fire extinguisher in case it goes up in a big ball of flames. But we're going to pull it outside and see if I can get this thing to run. So just hang with me and we'll push it outside. We have actually changed the engine oil in this again. So we changed the fuel out of the crankcase and then we put engine oil in it and we ran it a couple times. And then we changed that oil out again and put some heavy duty oil in the thing. So hopefully now the bearings will be happy. We'll see. Let's see what she'll do. But she's running. Probably solved a few things with some better exhaust. This thing's awesome. Burning off all sorts of schmutz off the header wrap. We'll let that degas a little bit. This thing's ridiculous. I like it. So the header wrap's still degassing, but I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna see if it'll idle and see how long it'll idle. See if it overheats. I got great oil pressure. We probably need to get a boost reference fuel pressure regulator on it because it doesn't have one of those. And a few other bits. I think it'll burn out with 3312.5s on it though. That should be fun. Let's hear it sing.
For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, purple mountains
Do the gauges all work?
Yeah, gauges work. It got up to 170 degrees.
I love it.
Good, so it's starting to learn. It learns at like between 170 and 180.
I love it.
Yeah, I should probably leave it running then.
Yeah, you should let it run.
Oh, let me keep it running then.
Plus, we probably need to burn the fuel out of this thing.
Well, yeah, we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Isn't it crazy?
I love it.
It's the best bad decision. It's seriously, I've seen.
So, so our best bad decision is turning out to be pretty good. She runs. She's got good oil pressure. It throws flames out the exhaust. It's phenomenal. That's the smoke is coming off the exhaust, keeping me warm because it's cold out right now.
Rich, you're my hero.
So, well, thank you. I've strived to be many things. A hero's never been one of them.
So good. Rich is the best.
So, So that wraps it up for Project Bad Decision. It runs. I need to build some exhaust for it so that I can get my O2 readings correctly. We'll have some proper fuel injectors in it pretty soon. But for now, I'm going to park it and move on to something else for a couple days. And then we'll fill you in when we go from there. You guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, leave us a comment. At any rate, you guys have a great day. This thing's going to be fun.